Hello everyone, Joanne with StampinginTheValley.com and welcome to my craft room. On Sunday at 7 p.m. I do a live broadcast on my Facebook page. It's Stamping in the Valley. So I had a request from someone that they would like to craft with me. We were talking about envelopes and I had made a mistake on an envelope and got some ink on it, and then I call them boo-boo envelopes. And what do I do with them? Well, here's what I do with them. I make these little books. I found this a while back on YouTube, and I started making these, and I just absolutely love them. So when I get a stack of envelopes that I have boo-boos on, and you'll see what I mean, then I start to play with these with some of my extra DSP. Now, so this time I used the Sailing Home set. Because it's summer and people are going to the beach, I thought a nice little nautical book would be fun. So let's open this up and take a look at it. And the reason for this video is we're not putting this together. I'm going to show this book. I'm going to show the dimensions. I've posted all of the measurements over on my Facebook page. There's a link down below to that Facebook page that I broadcast on Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays I do 10 a.m. we do a card, but this Sunday something special. So I just wanted to get you guys prepared if you wanted to craft with me. If not, just tune in, watch the video, and have some fun with us. So I'm going to tell you how to make the belly band. Okay, now let's look at the book that I made yesterday. So here it is, and this is made out of our envelopes. Our A2 Whisper White envelopes that, seriously guys, I have gotten ink on. So I just put a tag in here. I made this interactive that spins. Isn't that cute? You can decorate this up with anything. I've made Christmas books like this. I've made just Grandma Bragg books like this. But I just thought because it was summer that we would do a beach theme. Here I put a card here. You can do some journaling on here. That's what this is for. Out here, the reason why it's blank is you could attach a picture. Here I did a little flap. Isn't this cute? Just to give a little something something inside the book, right? And then you could put a picture here, and here is another flap with a card, and there's a sailboat on that one. Of course, you can stamp with that whatever you'd like with whatever stamp set and DSP that you would like to use. So here's this, again, some journaling maybe. You might want to put Beach Trip 2020, something like that, or Grandpa's Boat, or I don't know, something like that, okay? So very, very cute, very simple. You only need 3 envelopes. It closes just like this. Isn't that cute how that flap comes over? Look how pretty that is. We made a cute little spine here, and just our little book right there. That's just how thick it is. It's not big whatsoever. And it is a fantastic, you can have like a few of these on your coffee table. And they make fantastic little coffee table books. It will be, I promise you, it will be the topic of conversation for anyone that comes over. They're going to be like, what is this? And it's just so stinking cute. So let me move that aside. And so for Sunday's class, here's what you need. 3 boo-boo envelopes. This is not stamped well down here, okay, on this one. See, I couldn't go back over it. This one has ink all over it. How that got over here, I have no idea. Okay, this one just has ink on it. This, again, just has smudges of ink all over it. I would never send it. Okay, so these are what I call my boo-boo envelopes. You will need 3. If you don't have boo-boos, you can use 3 regular ones. I just hate to throw these out. I have to admit that. I just have a problem with throwing these away. So I found a way to do something with them. Okay, let's start with our belly band here, okay? I'm going to bring these in one at a time so that if you needed to write anything down or stop the video, okay, and write things down, you can, so that you'll be ready for Sunday. This belly band, we have solid cardstock right here. I'm using Night of Navy at 1 by 11, and the DSP 3/4 by 11. You cut 1 of each. All right, there's the belly band. Now, the outside of the envelope, of the book, this is what I call the back and the flap. Let me show you this. Let's take that belly band off. As we go through this, I'll explain what's what. The back and the flap, that's this part that comes up with this flap right here. Okay, let me turn this over. That is this part right here. Right there. that piece, you will cut 7 by 5 3/4. 7 by 5 3/4. Now, this is stripes, and I wanted it going in this direction because then I wanted this to contrast it. So if you're cutting like this weekend or today into tomorrow, just remember, you know, how sometimes things are directional, okay? Sometimes flowers are upside down or something like that. So watch when you cut it, okay? So there we go with that. Let me move that aside. Now, this flap right here, I call this the inside flap right here. Okay, inside flap, 2.5 by 6, cut 1. Again, I've done the directional thing with the stripes. Let me show you this. Because I've got stripes. See, my stripes, I didn't want them going this way because I didn't want them to blend into this. I wanted it to be contrasting, okay? It also follows this line right here, which it really wouldn't matter if you did contrast it, but this is what I want. You could, of course, if you're using any type of DSP, you know, you could do whatever you want here. But I'm just saying, if you have direction, watch how you're cutting it, that's all. 2.5 by 6, cut 1. Okay, the inside of the book, let me get that. We'll need 4 pieces of DSP. Cut 4 at 4 1/4 by 5 5/8. 4 1/4 by 5 5/8, cut 4. What that's going to do is cover these 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cover the inside of the book. And let's see, and then here we have the spine. That's next. 1 by 5 3/4. 1 inch by 5 3/4. I had to be careful with this because I didn't want my sailboats going sideways or upside down, okay? This is the spine of the book right here. 1 by 5 3/4. Oop, I didn't put on there. Cut 1. Cut 1. So that's that. Okay, now the front cover, we want that to be 4 3/8. It's this way. 4 3/8 this way. 5 3/4 this way. This is going to be my front cover right here. Okay? And you want to cut 1 of these for the front cover. Now, the cards inside that you could journal on, we'll do a little stamping on. You want to cut 2 sets. And it's just like the inside of a card is the way that I made these. The base of solid cardstock, whichever color you're using, 5 by 3 3/4, and then your whisper white at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Cut 2 sets. Okay, right there. 5 by 3 3/4, your base, whisper white, so you can write on it or journal or stamp, whatever you want to do. 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Cut 2 sets. Our pocket, let's talk about that now. This little pocket right here is just so simple to make. It is just some DSP. Cut it 4 1/4 by 2 and cut 1. 4 1/4 by 2 and cut 1. That's the inside pocket. Now, let's talk about this little flap. It's very simple to make this little flap. You'll get some solid cardstock, and it's cut at 7 by 3 1/2. You're going to score it at 2 1/2 right down here. I'm not going to bend it yet. I want to do that on camera. Okay? Solid cardstock for that flap, 7 by 3 1/2, scored at 2 1/2. You need to cut 1. I didn't write that on there. Cut 1. Cut 1. But I mean, if you wanted to put more in the book, and you can always add envelopes to it. I just use 3 at a time. So you cut 1 of these. For the inside flap, here is the DSP. Let's talk about this. This piece is the back of that flap right here. Okay? And it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. You cut 1 of each of these. The DSP for the inside of the flap, and you might want to make that a contrasting, pattern. And I love lighthouses. And I made sure that when I glued this on, I didn't glue it on upside down, right? That would be easy to glue on upside down. So both of these, for the inside and the outside, to cover it, is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. Inside flap, outside flap. Now, I did all of my embellishments, and you cut one of each of these, okay? So that this set would look like this. It would have this, and then 2 of these in it. Not hard at all. That is all you need to make this adorable book. I hope to see you guys on Sunday at 7 live on my Facebook channel. So cute, right? That, oh, put my belly band on upside down. I found my my anchors, my embellishments, and I put them on the outside of that belly band. Put that on there. There we go. Have to have our anchors going the right way. So, Sunday at 7 p.m., we will go ahead and put this book together. Of course, on camera, we're just going to put it together. I'm not really going to do much decorating with it because you can do that off camera. The main focus is, number 1, how to put these envelopes together, and then how to decorate it and get the flap over and what you need to score and this and that. So we will do this Sunday at 7. I'm very excited. I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for watching this video, and do some happy crafting today.